Well, hey there, folks. I don't know about you, but I've always loved Rainier cherries. If you've never had them, those are the extra large cherries, and they're usually like red and yellow in color. I believe they come from Rainier, Washington originally. I just picked up this Rainier cherry tree from a nursery in the next town over, about 30 miles away. You can see it's got a nice 3-point crown right there. It's got buds on it. Of course, it's a grafted tree there. Most are now. I just dug a hole for it. I'm going to plant it in my yard here. Show you about how my dogs are want to help. Show you about how deep I've got that there. You can see the shovel. As you can see how tall the shovel is as compared to the tree. I think that'll be sufficient. The bottom of the hole, once I was done, I took the auger and ran it down that whole length. So it's all loose underneath there. And then that black dirt on there, that's this here. This is dirt from Home Depot. It's 3 different bags. It's 2 bags of Kellogg. One is like a grow mulch. One is a garden soil. And the other one is like a vegetable and plant soil. They're 3 different types. And I just mix them all together to get a good soil. And then this here's a native dirt. And you can see this is really nice loose dirt down there that I took out of the hole. So I just put a few handfuls in here and mixed it in there. And then I put 2 big scoops of dirt in there. And now I'm going to mix it up with my auger right there. Just because, you know, I feel mix the native with that. Then I'm going to fill the bottom of the hole up with this good dirt here. And then I'm going to start setting the tree in there. It's getting dark out here, but I know you definitely don't want to like plant the tree up to here. Don't want the rootstock any deeper than that. So I'm going to try to get it there with ground level, maybe an inch lower or so, just so the water can kind of sit in there. I know that's going to settle anyway, that soil. I have it pretty decent right now, though. If we set it down in there, I think I need to go just a little higher. But let's get that done real quick. So there's that pot set in the hole. Once I take it out of the pot, I'm sure I'll gain an inch or so. Kind of got that auger set up as a straight edge. I think that'll probably be pretty good. I'm going to try that. I set it down in there. It's too low. I need to bring it up a couple of inches. Sorry, it's getting dark, folks. I think this will probably work. I'm going to put this here as a straight edge. I think that looks pretty good. We're going to go ahead and set it there. Well, folks, it got dark on us here. But as you can see, I kind of have just the top of the rootstock that was even with the top of the pot at the top of the soil. And there's a tree. Now, the lady was insistent. That's why she charged me and put these straps on here. She was insistent that I put a big stake on each side of the tree and I stake it for the first 2 to 3 years. A lot of arborists I've talked to and I've watched on YouTube, you know, their own tree companies, you know, these aren't backyard guys. They really say that you want a tree to flex around in the wind. So that way the roots can flex and they can grab in and dig deep and everything. And their argument that I've always heard has been that if you stake a tree, when you finally take the stakes out, the roots haven't really set in there. It hasn't had that back and forth swaying motion, and that the tree can become, well, the roots might not be anchored in well, and then the tree can blow over. You know, that tree there was never staked, and it's like on its 3rd or 4th year, I think, and it's just fine. That little plum tree over there right in the middle of the screen, I know it's dark. It was never staked. It's a little tiny thing, but it never blew over. The purple robe locust that I had to cut down right there, you can probably see I cut it with a chainsaw. It's got some suckers. I staked that, and, well, the wind blew it over, so I don't know. I'm going to play this one by eye. I don't think I'm going to stake it. At least not yet. I will consider it, but I'm definitely going to water it in real good. Give it about 5 gallons of water in there. And then once those buds open up and they get some leaves or flowers on there, I'll go ahead and fertilize it. So I know it's dark, and if this is your first time seeing my backyard, you got to understand we're in March right now, so everything's dormant up here in northern Nevada. Things will be getting their leaves probably next month. By May, everything will have its leaves and it'll be flowering. But here's my apple tree. I know they look sad right now, but believe me, they get full of fruit every summer. This here is my 3 variety pear tree. This here is a now these 2 were here when I bought the house. There was no grass, there was nothing. There was no landscape. The house was just dirt back here. But these trees were here and they were little. And you know, I've been trying to correct the geometry of them the best I can without really hurting them. This apple tree, I know I have to remove this branch right here, because not only is it going into the center of the tree, but it's going to rub on that other branch. I put some wood in there, but I know I'm just going to have to remove that. But anyway, there's the pear tree. This I did plant a few years ago. This is a red barren peach tree. And I did get about 7 or 8 peaches off of it last year. I gave it a very, very light pruning this year, about a month ago. So I know that'll fruit. Now we have the Rainier cherry tree right here I just planted. And over here I just planted this last year. This is a little plum tree right here. And that one came from Lowe's with the center leader already cut out of it with the open vase structure. So I think it has a pretty nice structure there, and I just tipped it just a little bit on the top. Probably won't get fruit on this for a couple more years. And then this here is my great big cherry tree. And I don't know what kind of cherries those are. They're probably Bing cherries or something. And originally I didn't want any more trees in my goat grass. The grass is dormant right now too. That's why it looks like this. It'll wake up in a month or 2. But you know what? I'm starting to like these cherry trees, and they produce and they're nice, and yeah. All right, folks. Thanks for watching.